how many of you would like to travel out of the country and be able to use your phone? Okay, I think everybody wants to be able to text their friends or use Instagram or Twitter or all the media. Well, the good news is you guys can do it with roaming, but the bad news is you have to pay, especially with with AT&T. The roaming is a data service that makes you able to use your phone out of the country, and they use other operators coverage area that they have in that country that you are traveling to. How it works is that the company that you are using here in the US make an agreement with another network operators, and this allows you to use data, internet, and make calls. The problem is that roaming in AT&T just for calls is charged you between $1 and $5 per minute, and that's just to make calls. So AT&T had a lot of problem with people that they travel and they say like they want to use roaming. But for example, I found that person that he was charged $900 just for a month because he was calling her daughter. So they had a lot of problem with the roaming that they were offering to customers. So AT&T, they create this passport plan, and they have 3 different types, $30 per month, $60 or $120, but you maybe think it's not that expensive, but you have a limit, like you have just 12 megabytes, 120, 300 or 800 megabytes. Actually, that's not a bad price, but still you have to pay. So AT&T start seeing that his competitor, T-Mobile, they don't charge at all for data, internet, and text messages. They just charge 20 cents per minute when you want to call someone. So I think that it's gonna be a good idea to make this new idea that already T-Mobile has it, but AT&T is one of the best companies in the US with telecommunications, and they have a good 4G speed signal and LTE. So AT&T could use the same strategy than T-Mobile, that is, you have unlimited data, internet, and text messages. You just have to pay 20 cents per each minute that you make the call. So how I say, AT&T is one of the best worldview service. They can use this advantage to, by the way, take advantage over T-Mobile and implement the same idea. Whenever they implement this idea, it will make them to keep the customers that they already have. They will be able to get new customers because maybe business people or people who travels a lot will be agree with this idea because they have to pay much less than they were paying before, and they will be in the same line and the same position as the competitor that is T-Mobile. In conclusion, how I say, maybe you guys think it's the same thing that T-Mobile is doing, but the advantage that AT&T has is that they have better signal here and in the 6 continents that they cover. For example, this summer I was back home and my boyfriend was in Europe. So I could use my phone because I have T-Mobile, but he couldn't because he has AT&T. So I was thinking that, well, if AT&T will have the same thing, everybody can text or send pictures or use Twitter and download new movies and all of that. Thank you.